Most people think you need After Effects to create animations like this. But what if I told you Premiere Pro can do it too? Let me show you how to build this animated circular progress bar from scratch. Let's start by creating the circle. Grab the ellipse tool and draw a circular shape. If you hold down the Shift key while dragging, Premiere Pro will create a perfect circle. Now press V to switch back to the selection tool. Hold Control or Command and you'll see those handy red alignment guides. They make centering the circle incredibly easy. With the circle selected, head over to the Effect Controls panel. Instead of using a fill, let's switch it over to a stroke. I'll set the stroke width to 10, but feel free to use any value that matches the style you're going for. Now hold Alt or Option and duplicate the same shape layer. On this duplicated circle, instead of a solid stroke color, change it to a linear gradient. For the first color, I'll use a nice purple, and for the second one, a bright sky blue. And just like that, we've got a clean gradient ring that looks much more modern. Next, let's add the text within that bottom shape layer. Press T to activate the Type tool and type in your text. Then jump back to Effect Controls and customize it a little. I'll make the font a bit thin, increase the font size, and then use the Selection tool to adjust its position. Now let's zoom into the program monitor and add one more text layer. I'll slightly increase its font size and move it a little toward the left so the overall layout feels more balanced. Everything looks good so far. Now let's create the animated number counter. Go to the project panel, create a new transparent video and drag it onto your timeline. With the transparent video selected, head over to the effects panel and search for timecode. Double-click to apply it. Back in Effect Controls, first position the timecode where you want it. You'll notice it comes with a black background, but we can easily remove that by setting its opacity to 0. Since we don't need a timer, switch the source to sequence timecode and change the display format to frames. Instead of a running timer, you'll now get a simple frame counter, which is exactly what we need. Resize it and position it however you'd like. Let's preview it, almost there, but there are a couple of things we need to fix. Right now the counter stops at 90, but we actually want it to finish at 100. That's easy. Just extend the duration of the transparent video. Perfect, now it reaches 100, but there's another problem. The numbers are increasing one frame at a time, making the animation feel a little too slow. To speed it up, we'll change the clip's speed. However, Premiere won't let us do that directly. Move the playhead to the frame where you want your counter stops at 100. Then nest the clip and give it a proper name. Now press R to activate the Rate Stretch tool and simply drag the end of the nested clip until the counter lands exactly on 100. That looks much better. The only issue now is that the counter keeps going beyond 100, and we definitely don't want that. Simply right-click the clip and choose Add Frame Hold. Now the counter stays locked at 100, exactly the way we want. Let's extend our two circle layers so they match the duration of the counter animation. Notice how the number and the percentage sign aren't perfectly aligned once the counter changes from 1 digit to 2 digits. One quick solution is to split that transparent video layer and slightly adjust its position. We'll do the same thing for the percentage symbol as well. If you prefer a smoother approach, you can always animate the position using keyframes instead. We'll repeat the exact same process once the counter reaches 3 digits. And don't forget to adjust the percentage symbol there as well. Now that our animated counter is finished, it's finally time to create the circular progress bar. On that gradient circle, we'll apply the clock wipe transition. Drag it right to the beginning of the clip. Extend the transition so its duration matches the counter animation. I'll make mine 1 frame longer just to keep everything perfectly synced. Looks pretty close, but the motion still doesn't perfectly match the speed of the counter. Select the clock wipe transition, go back to Effect Controls, and change its Bezier animation curve graph. Simply set both ease in and ease out to 0, so the animation becomes completely linear. And there we go. Now both the circular progress bar and the number counter stay perfectly in sync from start to finish. Thank you so much for watching. Until then, I'll see you in the next tutorial.